Hi, so you sent me a message on LinkedIn. Yeah, just sending my 47th LinkedIn message today. You looking for a job? Yeah, I'm a graphic designer. Ah, perfect. I actually have an amazing senior DevOps engineering role. It's about 10 years experience. You got to know Kubernetes, Python, AWS, all the good stuff. I just said that I'm a graphic designer. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, I knew that. Just testing, if you're paying attention. Okay. You didn't read my profile, did you? Look, I send, 200 messages plus a day. My response rate's about 3%. That's only 6 people, though. Well, that's 6 quality connections right there. You got to hit your goals. What about the 194 that ignored you? Those are just passive candidates. I'll message them again in like 2 weeks, follow up with them, same message, different subject line. Okay. How long does your hiring process usually take? We want to move really fast on this. How fast? 4 to 6 months, maybe even longer. That's super slow, actually. Well, the hiring manager changes requirements, 3 times, and then, we got to find the perfect person. They pass 5 interviews, and then the CEO, just says the vibe was kind of off. 5 interviews? Well, yeah, that's the streamlined process for hiring. You need a phone screen interview, then a technical test, hiring manager interview, the team panel, cultural fit, super important round, executive round, and then at the end, sometimes a take home project. That's 7 interviews then. We just want to ensure it's a, mutual fit. What's the take home project about? It's just a small thing. It's only, redesigning our whole website, maybe, a couple hours of work. That's over a week's worth of work. Yeah, we need to, assess your passion. And real candidates are excited for the opportunity. Okay, do you at least pay for it? Oh, God, no. It's part of the interview process. What's the salary going to be? Very competitive. Very competitive salary. What are your expectations? You tell me the range first. I need to, actually benchmark your expectations against our compensation so we can see that, there's alignment there. Just give me a number. Come on. Okay. It's going to be 20% below the market value, but we just had a ping pong table installed, and there's going to be unlimited fruit actually. Okay, that's not going to pay my rent. We also offer equity, by the way. Stock options, they're probably worth nothing. Potentially nothing, yes, but, we might have a big exit. How long is it going to be until I hear back from you after I apply? 2 weeks maximum. Really? Well, define hearing back. Any response at all. Here's the thing. I have about, 47 open positions I got to fill. Each one gets about, 300 applications. And if you don't hear from me, you're probably not going to get it. You're going to ghost me then, or what? I prefer the term prioritizing top candidates. Our system will send out, an automated rejection in about, 3 to 6 months. That's terrible. Well, candidates ghost us too all the time, I spent about, 3 weeks chasing someone. They did like 4 or 5 interviews with us, and then they just disappeared. Yeah, because you probably took way too long. Oh, our approval process only takes 14 days. 2 weeks to approve an offer? That's crazy. Well, I need sign off, from about 6 different people. And usually by then, the candidate already accepted somebody else's offer. Why do you do this job? Great question. I ask myself that, every time I find the perfect candidate, and then they just reject your lowball offer. What do you actually do all day? Well, mainly I just send LinkedIn messages, to people that have the wrong skills and schedule interviews that get canceled. And I also negotiate offers where I have, probably zero power or say on them. And I update our systems, from 2003. Sometimes it works. Wow, sounds terrible. Yeah, it can be. Yesterday, I lost a candidate during our approval process. And today I got ghosted by 3 people I've been chasing for a couple of weeks. Tomorrow I'll send, a new 200 messages. So that's the cycle you guys do? Well, yeah, that's the talent acquisition business. You know what? I think I'll just apply on your guys' website if that's okay. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's basically a black hole. You need to apply through me, email me, and message me on LinkedIn. Why? Well, because our system's probably going to eat your application, and you're going to probably go get banned by the ATS and never be able to apply again. Looks like your system is definitely broken. Well, everything's broken, and we just call it optimizing the candidate experience. Okay, I'm gonna leave now. Thanks, though. Wait. Aren't you open to opportunities? I got, I think like 46 roles that have nothing to do with your background. Okay, well, I'll just add you to my talent pool. Let me go to LinkedIn again. And, look at this candidate here. Hi. I came across your profile and was impressed. Copy, paste, send. Copy, paste, send. Copy, paste, send.